I do this for my culture, penny nickels in the sofa. Mommy watching Oprah, daddy in the kitchen with the soda.
Okay, it's wood model for toys, it's not 3, buddy.
What up? Jordon'S world. Come on, man. You know the vibes. Come on, man. Dorleen. I see you, baby girl. No. Jordon'S world, episode 17. I keep blinking. You know what time it is, baby. Bang, bang. Jordon'S world, episode 17. Dorleen. Yep. Dorleen, ladies and gentlemen, hello. Jordon'S world, episode 17. Gotta make sure we're good. We're good. We in here, ladies and gentlemen. What's the word, baby? We in here. I'm feeling great. Fresh off of work on a Saturday. Feels great, man. Shout out to everyone who's been listening. Shout out to everyone. Make sure we comment, ladies and gentlemen. I want to start advertising the comments. I want to start putting that and just start putting on Instagram and stuff like that. So make sure you comment. Make sure you subscribe. Shout out to everyone following. Shout out to y'all. Jordon'S World Podcast, episode 17. I said it's going to be a part 2. I gave y'all Frank. We're going to go right into Dorleen and why is she here. A lot of y'all actually, you check them drawers, huh? Check them bras, huh? And it's like, I'll make sure we're good. It's like, cool, right? You realize that maybe you with Frank. Make sure I'm good. It's like, bringing it back. It's cool, right? Like, you're in this position now. So what do? Is it over? Probably not. Because we have to understand, like, we're already in this situation. So, like, we're pretty much signed up for what we have. And we've noticed these things before, but I brought it to the forefront. Episode 16, Jordon'S World. Bam. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. We realize we're Frank. Frank. But for men, it's like, oh, I'm not with a dude. So it's like, oh, unless you are. I don't know. But here we go. Dorleen. Fellas, I got you. Who's Dorleen? She's the one, again, who's going to make sure you kind of stay afloat. Make sure everything is cool. As far as elevation, you're probably not going to do anything with her. And a lot of us are like, what do you mean? Think about your year in the last year. Have you elevated? Have you had the same problems? Have you had different, I don't know, I keep looking. Have you had different problems? Who knows? But I'm pretty sure Dorleen was right by your side. Right, fellas? Which is cool. But you have to realize, like, all right, cool. I'm not going anywhere as far as elevation. What is elevation? Seems like I'm running through it, but I'm not, because I'm going to bring it back later. But elevation. It's like if I come to you and, like, I'm in a bad financial situation and you're really good at with finances, then automatically, if I'm a 5 in finances, being with you, I should be at like a 7 or an 8. Or if I'm not really like a people person, but you are, my 5 is a people person now, I go up. Same thing with like being adventurous, anything, shit, I don't know. But needless to say, whoever you're with is going to bring out these sides of you. Making sure it's not dying. They're going to bring out these sides of you to where it's like, wow, I didn't even know I was this, or I didn't know I was that. And Dorleen, for whatever reason, she doesn't bring out any of these things. Like, she's just, it's like if you don't like going out, she's going to stay at the house with you. You know what I'm saying? But there's nothing wrong with that because you don't really like going out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it almost works in your favor, at the same time hurt you.
I do this for my culture.
Because you're in a position now to where it's like, all right, Dorleen may have got you a job. It may not be a job where you're like, getting paid a lot of money, but she plugged you. So you look at that like, all right, cool, I'm in this position. But you got the job, you've been working there for 14 years, been with Dorleen on and off 14 years, make sure it's not dying. It's like, what do? You know what I'm saying? So, bam, this is how Dorleen works. We're gonna start with the guys. I'm sorry, guys, but we're gonna take it to the beginning. Boom, at work, potluck popping, right? Dorleen comes through with the cupcakes. Bam, we ain't not even a sweets person, but you cool with the cupcakes, right? Bam. Hey, cupcakes is kind of cool. Not really, but whatever, right? You give me cupcakes at home. So bam, Darlene has the cupcakes. Try to make sure she ain't dying. Darlene has the cupcakes. Boom. You love the cupcakes. And then this is like the introduction of how like Dorleen gets into you guys' lives. And I'm gonna tell you, it's so easy, it's so simple. Only because she's feeding a very small amount of what you need. How do you know? If your girl doesn't cook or your man doesn't cook, boom, guess who does cook? Not that I'm looking forward to her cooking, but I match that with, oh, she kind of cool. Like, we talk, we throw little jokes here and there. And now she does, like, this one thing. Even with the talking and the joking, right? We go right back to the time. If your time is limited, and like, during the day, I'm bringing back 16. So you got to see that before you see this. So if you don't know what's going on, stop. Go to 16, then come to 17. Boom. So then you were like, all right, cool. The small talk is cool. Back to that, like, all right, the small talk is cool. The joking is cool. The time I have to talk and joke at home isn't happening, right? I feel like I'm sweating. But it's cool because when you do joke, you do joke. But you're getting 8 hours with Dorleen, joking and having fun, right? So then, boom, no different than Frank. Frank comes to all the get-togethers. He's by himself. You know what I mean? Y'all can have a little sidebar conversations, whatever. So, boom, Dorleen, she's giving you this little bit. And we all know Dorleen. Like, Dorleen been single. She been having on and off relationships with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So you don't even look at her like any man would take her serious, but for whatever reason, she keeps getting all these men. Why? Because she's just giving them what they want. And Frank does the same thing, but Dorleen's a little sneaky. Dorleen plants seeds. And I'm going to say this, and I know this is going to hurt. But when like a man cheats or a woman cheats, it's completely different. And I know this is going to raise some eyebrows, but we got to make sure it makes sense. When a man cheats, it's really just like there's no real feelings for some of us. Some of you, I don't know. Not me, but you know what I mean? So it's like when you go into it, you're not really looking at it like, oh, this is about to be my future wife. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Because Dorleen is Dorleen. Dorleen knows her position. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have to think like, oh, we're gonna get married in the future or anything like that. She doesn't even think that. You know what I'm saying? No different than Frank. Frank doesn't think that you really gonna be with him or have his baby or anything like that. But Frank knows he's just sitting on the sideline, waiting to get into that game, right? So boom. It start off with the jokes on the text messages, right? So boom, and co-workers, this unwritten rule, back to 16. Co-workers, anything after the 8-hour shift is kind of weird. Don't text me while I'm at home eating. Don't text me on my days off. Let's keep any of the jokes, any of that during that time frame of work, because we're planting seeds. Back to the plants, right? Back to the fives, thinking that, you know what I'm saying? If I've been talking to Dorleen, let's say Dorleen is on average, Dorleen is a 7. Dorleen's in 7. So she's like a 7'6", kind of got a body, whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? Not all the time, just in case. So boom. So for a man, it's like, we so stupid. It's like the little things. And we won't tell you because then, like, we look kind of soft expressing her, you know, like, I like you to make me cupcakes and sprinkles. Like, nah, that sounds kind of weird, right? So, boom, I can't tell you that, but Dorleen is now feeding the seed, back to the seed. 10 years of a situationship. I've been working with Dorleen for 4 years. Think of the growth she's seen just in 8 hours of seeing me. No different than the teachers working with the kids. They see the growth in your kids. They see a side of your kids that you'll never see. On average, we don't even have 8 hours with our kids. Let that marinate. So boom. The teachers know our kids better than they know us. So guess what? Dorleen knows me more than my significant other. Frank knows my significant other more than I know her. Why? Because they have time that I don't have. We can't talk on the phone 8 hours while you're on the phone. While you at work. There's no way, right? So when random things happen to you, boom, you stubbed your toe. Who you gonna tell? Frank's sitting right there. We got Dorleen on the sideline, and just like that, boom, you get the fishing. See, this is where Frank and Dorleen gets really sneaky. Back to the unwritten rule. It's after work hours, right? So what do we need to talk about after work? Because during work we're getting paid for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little easy to like to continue having a conversation about nothing because we're here, right? So boom, if I had that same amount of time, I don't think you would be able to talk to Frank or Dorleen. You know what I'm saying? Because you're giving me all that. What happened in your day, I'm knowing blow by blow, almost like having a camera on you the entire time of your life, and I can see everything, and we can experience these things, we can laugh. But guess what? Dorleen says one funny joke. I think it's funny. Bam. I now see she said a joke about cupcakes and hot dogs. Boom. Randomly, I'm at a barbecue, cupcakes and hot dogs. Matter of fact, I lied. Dorleen's at a barbecue. This is all after hours. Texting, hey, look at cupcakes and hot dogs. Boom. Whatever I do in that moment is key. Because this right here, I'll make sure we're good. Right here in this moment is key. Your response, you're off the clock. Dorleen is now crossing the unwritten rule. We don't talk after hours. We don't talk before hours. We don't talk until there's hours. Just saying. So boom, what we do? You with your girl. You know what I'm saying? You want to laugh because it's just funny. It's just from work, right? So boom, what you do? Laugh out loud. Boom, 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 boom. So then all of a sudden, Dorleen fishing. So now she says something back or throws something out there to where now you're like, okay, this is going to be a continuing conversation, but you don't even know. But guess what? You ain't talking to your girl anyway. It's a barbecue. She with the girls. You with the fellas. Lightweight. Not really because you don't know nobody. Boom. You hit Dorleen. Bam. Now the jokes is going. So now you've already crossed the line and no return. Dorleen now thinks because you're an 8 to her, but you're really a 6, and she's really a 3. But you know what I'm saying, right? So now, boom. Dorleen is now inside of your personal life. Just like Frank does. But Frank, he's more, for whatever reason, guys, when they're like the 6th man or the 5th toe, they can come around a lot more often single than like women for whatever reason. I don't know if it's like a pride thing or like a man just thinks, oh, we're going to go to the kickback. I'm going to pull one. But for whatever reason, women are really single in like group environments where like everybody's in a relationship. It's just random and weird. But it's just the way life is, I guess. So boom. You thinking like, damn, he don't even have to say this. But again, everybody has deep, dark secrets. Again, old girl having a baby by another dude, Frank right there. He know he violating in some way, even though dude ain't there. I'm just saying. So boom. Once the line is crossed, anything can happen. Back to the blueprint. You say this, now it's this. Now my fat friend is standing inside of a bathroom that's too big for him for the deep, dark secrets that he has. So boom, I'm not going to tell you that I'm hitting Dorleen because I want to talk. I'm hitting Dorleen because I just want to joke. She laughs at my jokes. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, even for men, even for females with Frank doing the hello gorgeous, the good mornings, the hey how you doing? Hey, I was just thinking about you. So women eat that type of stuff up. What do you think a man does? Men have ego strokes. Back to that. You have to give that man something because he'll find the smallest thing. Women, on the other hand, that shit builds. You can go from talking to what was on Instagram, Twitter, y'all talking about movies, and then women like, oh, that movie is like deep and touching, or this R&B song, or this way that this old couple looked. You know what I'm saying? If you're having these type of conversations, because these are what is it called? Subconscious conversations that you don't even know that you're building on. Anytime we're having a conversation with anyone, we're building. If you ever talk to anyone, right, in line, right, you got a retail store. Let's say you're at a retail store, right? Boom, you're having a conversation line, hell alone. You're having a conversation with somebody in line. Boom, as soon as you walk out the store, that same person is being robbed. The chances of you wanting to save them will be a lot different if you saw them just on their own. Not for all of us, because some of us are Superman, but for the other ones, what are you doing? Because you have some type of bond or like feeling, you know what I'm saying? Not like want to be with them or anything like that, but you build this thing. And in some cases, where Frank gets the line confused is he isn't supposed to be talking to you anyway, but the line got crossed anyway. Same thing for Dorleen. Saw how the line got crossed. Here I am chilling at home with my girl watching Netflix. Boom, Dorleen hits me talking about jokes, about fucking cupcakes and damn hot dogs. There's two ways that these things end. It's once across the line. No, I stutter. Once across the line, anything that happens to that is supposed to happen. You've already built. It's back to you. You may not be watching Dorleen plant grow with you, but we're talking 3 years on the job. We're talking 5 years on the job. We're talking a year on the job, full time, 60 hours, OT. I'm just saying, when even parents, you know about this, when your kids start telling you stuff that their friends said and they kind of go against what you say. It's like, wait a minute, you know who I am to you? I birthed you, boom, boom, boom. Because guess what? They've been chilling with their friends for 8 hours in class, building a whole type of trust that you will never be able to build with your kid unless they homeschool and you're just home all the time, or you just have them all the time, or they only see your blueprint. Because see, once you start mixing blueprints, now all of a sudden, what you thought was a house is now a new house. I didn't even think to have 13 bathrooms. Fuck it, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So boom, lines across. Unwritten rules have been rewritten. So what do, fellas? It's time for happy hour with the office, or wherever you work. Shit, I don't know. Happy hour at the office. You guys all having drinks. You beefing with your girl. Frank's standing right over there too, right next to Dorleen. Like, oh yeah, they beefing, whoop, whoop, whoop. Because you know you've been spilling the beans. You know what I'm saying? We don't even know we doing it. Same thing for the ladies. You going, you telling Frank all this stuff, right, to building him to be exactly what you want, but who you don't want. You're giving him all the tools. He's going to the museums. You got a girl, don't even watch basketball. Dorleen is right there watching basketball with you. She don't know what's going on. Ain't that bloody Deepak? No. It's like the 80s. I'm just saying, we find the small things, and we can find the small thing in anything to make us feel good. Bingo. Every story I tell you guys got something to do with a vehicle, a transportation. I was on a bike, getting water blasted, pause, and I was in the car being stupid. So it's safe to say that that's just what I'm into and the things that I do, right? So if we think about that and all of those monumental moments happen to me with cars, what are we doing? The people that we're giving our blueprint to will always know us the best. Think of everyone who know us the best, like all the ins and outs, all the weird stuff, right? There's someone who's been around the longest, though you have some people who could say in the last 2 years, 1 year, it's like, all right, they've seen me in action as far as like how I get down over here and how I get down over here. And most of the time, only the people who agree with us will allow us to continue to do it, right? So boom, again, talking to my friend, like, hey, you're married, bro. I can't tell you about my excursions because guess what? You're going to want to have those excursions. Subconsciously, you're going to be like, dang, I never thought about this. I never thought about doing that. But guess what? Now that I'm talking about it, it's now sparking some type of interest in you. Based on who you have around you, your interest is now their interest. Their interest is not your interest. So if I'm around cheating people, I'm going to cheat. If I'm around people who do this type of behavior, I'm going to do that type of behavior. It's just subconsciously, because as long as we know somebody's doing the wrong thing, we could do the same thing. It feels so much better until you realize, like, hey, They're not doing it how I do it. Prime example, right? In high school, all F's. All F's. I'm hanging around people that are telling me like, hey, Jordan, yeah, you want to cut class? I never did that. But it was like, all right, cool. You want to do this? Hey, we don't do that. We don't do homework. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Bam, I go all the way with it. I'm not doing homework or classwork. But I tell you what, I'll go to school and I just won't do nothing. I have other interests. So those are the interests that I'm going to like kind of feed or whatever, right? So boom, at the end of the year when it's like, all right, you know what, Jordan, by the rate you're going, I don't think you're going to graduate. And I'm like, damn, man, you know what I'm saying? It's like, dang, I feel defeated. Like all my mom wanted me to do was across the stage. But my friends are doing it, so it's like straight up smile, like you tripping. Like my friends say, we're like, this is the thing. Like it's the teacher start blaming people. It's this, it's that, right? So now I go to school the next day, like after all this shit happened, I bit inside my mouth. I'm like, hey, dang, man, they saying I ain't gonna be able to graduate, man. How you doing it? Oh, man, we good. I got all C's. All C's? You're not, I thought you was doing what I was doing. How could you talk about this type of behavior, but then you're receiving these rewards? How do you come in first place for doing the wrong thing that I think you're doing? Because you fraud. So boom, since I got frauded on, here I am being too real. Going to class for PE, I ain't dressing. Or if I am dressing, I ain't wearing them school colors. Maroon doesn't look good on me. It does now, but you know what I'm saying? I couldn't do that. So boom, now I'm in a position that I shouldn't be in. And this is how Dorleans sneak in. Because I'm around the wrong people who I'm thinking doing what I'm doing, so then it makes it me alright. You know what? Like, yeah, you know what? My girl does argue with me. Yeah, my girl does say this, right? Back to the homeless man. So then he's the homeless man. Let's say my friend is the homeless man. My friend is like, oh man, I don't do nothing. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So he's like, man, and we live out on the street. We live out on the street. We eat out of garbage cans. We don't take showers. All that. And I'm like, how is she acting? Man, she still cooks. She still try to clean. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And you're like, what the fuck? Nigga, I need a Dorleen. Here it is. You got, you know what I'm saying, at the house. Same thing with Fred. I mean, with Fred. Who the fuck is Fred? Same thing with Frank. Frank, right? Sorry, mom, cuss. But you got Frank sitting on the sideline. Same type of shit. So now you're listening to Frank standards. And look at all the stuff Frank is getting. So then you go, forget what I got at the house. I need Dorleen. Now I'm out here looking for Dorleen. Dorleen right at the work spot. Easy money, right? You already done got some type of rapport. She already kind of like you, you know. Just like we know Frank. Frank been talking about taking you to lunch. You already know what it is. You'll use them, get a little free meal. You know what I mean? Bagoo. Because he knows your playlist, loves your favorite movie. His favorite color is green too. Surprise. So boom. Now, as you're looking for Dorleen is sitting right there. All you gotta do is be stupid. You guys already crossed the line. It's so easy to do it. You're arguing with your girl. Boom. You get Dorleen. Dorleen is playing it safe. Hey, y'all start off with a little kiss. You start off with all that little bullshit. Boom. Now y'all got something going on. Dorleen has crept in. Peekaboo. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, where'd you come from? But this is what she's only feeding what you're not getting at the house. Same thing with Frank. Frank got all day to talk. So guess what? You talking to Frank. Dorleen got all day to talk. Talking to Dorleen. It's that simple. If I'm hungry and over here is where they're offering food, I'm going where the food is. Now I may have to sneak to eat, but I'm gonna spill my water. But we have to think about it. Who's Dorleen? You know who Dorleen is. She stink a little bit sometimes. Go above and beyond on IG, just like Frank. Be weird. Why is she heart eyes? What's all that? What's all the kissy faces? Faces. You know, it's how this shit in here. But anyway, boom. The line gets crossed. You now put your whole relationship in jeopardy looking out the window. But it works for you because subconsciously everything is working. You got millions of things going on. You got millions of things going on. in your life. Everything is feeding everything, right? Until Dorleen went and get for real. Now all of a sudden, plate done tipped, right? So Dorleen like, nah, I want this, I want that. Like, you said you don't even like her. Whoop, 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 you didn't told her too much. See, then now they feel entitled. Don't you hate that? You tell people your feelings and then they use it against you. And I didn't tell you that for you to bring it up later. That was in March. You know what I'm saying? Needless to say, we find ourselves in these predicaments not knowing, like, Dorleen can be anything. It's a feeling. All my car situations was me feeling something. I had to feel like I was the man before the water blasters. I had to feel like I was the stunt man of the world. You know what I'm saying? I had to feel these things. So in cars, the cars brought me a feeling. So for some men, women bring them a feeling. For some women, men give them a feeling. You know what I'm saying? Again, oh wow, she watches basketball with me. Shit like that. When in turn, you don't realize that she's just lonely. Back to the deep dark secrets. Everybody in life is what I'm realizing. Everybody in life is just feeding it's like look at everybody as a heart, right? Look at life as a heart. And like you just have hella like veins. You just help pump life into everyone's life. You know what I'm saying? To the point at the end of the day, you're tired. You know what I'm saying? Because you have so much. For me, it's a limited amount of people in my life, so like everything could be a little stronger, but it's as tight as I want it. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So then here we go. When we exhaust, again, back to the resources, when we exhaust all these resources, back to dealing with Dorleen. I've been dealing with Dorleen for so long, I forgot I was working on my credit. I've been dealing with Dorleen for so long that I forgot I ain't got a license. You know what I'm saying? So your elevation with dealing with Dorleen, even though you got whatever, it's not a better situation. You know what I mean? It's just the situation that you would rather be in, not dealing with these situations, is where Frank and fucking Dorleen come in. They kind of snap you out of whatever moral compass that you have and put you in like a box of like a new way of thinking. But the new way of thinking is based on standards that you lowered. Because again, you farting in front of Frank. With Dorleen don't mind if I tell her to shut up or if I say bitch or whatever. Sorry, mom. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's things that I could do with her that I can't do with you. I can do with him that I can't do with him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, do you need all of these things to make you you? Or could one person be all of that for you? Back to the people in your life. If you got screwdrivers, Phillips screwdrivers, all kind of ratchet sets, hammers, mallets, power drills, jackhammers, and all that, and you still ain't got nothing done, what the hell are you doing with these tools? Sell them. Those are the people in your life giving you their tools. If I'm an actor, and my friend is a director, and then my other friend is a cameraman, and then my other friend is a sound person, damn near I should have 93 movies. That's simple. Because you have something that I could benefit off of, you have something I could benefit off of, and we all just win. But time and time again, you don't have a screwdriver, you don't have a hammer, you don't have a mallet. So guess what? I'm now pulling my tools and resources to help you. But in 3 or 4 years, if I'm not seeing any progress, am I using my tools for you to build nothing, or should I just keep them for myself and not do anything with them? I don't know. But look, are we looking at the big picture? Sometimes people say, the frame, and one of my uncles said this. He said, the frame is more valuable than the picture. With no picture, there's no frame. The frame is useless. It's what's in it. So look at people as frames. Don't be misled by the Windex down window cleaning. You know what I'm saying? Or it looks straight and even. Like, look at the picture. Is it a good picture? Is it a bad picture? Who knows? Am I sweating? I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Are we seeing what's actually there? Blue is still blue. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what shade blue, you still have to see blue. If you don't see blue, then you're looking at other colors. It's hot as shit. But, I don't know. I can't read for you. So boom, Jordon'S in your life. You got caught. Now you have to make a choice. Jordon's does everything for you, but you know. Now you know, because you know what you're going to lose. It's hot. You know what you're going to lose. And based off of what you're going to lose is why you're going to make the change. And I go back to previous episodes. You don't have to see the whole kitchen get destroyed. Stop making the spicy food. Guys, it was too hot. I'm sorry. Had to change. The second half of this is sponsored by Fashion Criminal Clothing. FashionCriminalClothing.com, at Fashion Criminal Clothing. Make sure you follow. Make sure you shop. Get all the gear, you know what I mean? For all the men's and women's and all that stuff. So boom. Life is about cause and effect, ladies and gentlemen. If this happens, then this happened. Back to the bully. You can see the signs. You know when somebody's tired of being picked on. You just know. You would have to know. It doesn't take getting punched in the face. How many times are you going to get punched in the face? See, these are the things we have to ask ourselves. My leg it's hot as shit. But look, I don't have the AC on because shit mess up the audio. Boom. You don't have to know that. Again, scratch that. How many times you can get hit in the face? Yourself. Answer these things. And then think about how many times you slapped somebody in the face. And then it was this weird reaction or this weird response. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's very important. Give people your information. Tell them this will happen if this will happen. I will have a problem for this if it's this. I give you 3 tries, if that. I tell you this, you do it, cool. I tell you, hey, you know you messed up, bam, give you the double down. I'm even alley-ooping before the double down. I might even alley-oop after you double down just to see if you'll double down again. And then we got a double down. I'm just saying. So boom. After the double down, we gotta realize people are just who they are. So after that, that's it. I don't give you no more chances because you show like whatever it is, you have something more important, which is okay. But if you would have let me know that, then I would have been able to do this, or you would have been able to do that a lot sooner. But we don't know these things because we're trying to learn people. We're trying to break into that deep, dark, secret cage and pick the lock and then let all the birds free. These things are just trapped birds waiting to fly. And we have to figure out how to get there because anytime something's unexplained, then we assume, back to my friend, are you broke? Whoop, whoop, whoop. And it's like, nah, you just had a check problem. You just had this type of problem. And it was just at one time. But again, if I'm assuming what I assume. Same thing. Don't text me nothing. Let's talk about it. Because once the texting looks a little different, then I kind of go off of what I assume, which is always bad. And if you know that, then you wouldn't do it. You see? I bring it back sometimes. I gotta get more water. But I'm just saying. The blueprint is important. Jordon'S World, podcast 17, episode 17. But look, bam. So now you have a decision. You got caught fucking with Jordon's. I know I'm all over the place, but anyway. Bam, fucking with Jordon's. You want it, but you don't know if it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't even got to be in a relationship to be dealing with a Jordon's. You could be single dealing with a Jordon's. Because you already know this ain't really what you want at the end of the day. You know it. Just like with Frank. Stank Breath Frank's first time saying it. Stank Breath Frank. You don't really want that. But for whatever reason, whatever you're going through in your life, whatever you allow him or her to know Dorleen and Stank Breath Frank, they're now a part of your life. They know your kid's birthday, not just on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? They know your personal stuff. So when people ask me stuff, hey man, how was your day? I don't know, I bought corduroys. Do you really care? I'm weeding them out. Hey Dorleen, I see what you're trying to do. Nope. And I just be talking about some other shit that I know you don't care about. But we gotta know these things. I believe it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we got Dorleen in your life. What are you gonna do? Chances are, just like with Stank Breath Frank, you get pregnant. Guess what? Having a baby. Now you gotta. This is what you are dealing with now. Are you the man that, oh, we're gonna get married and all that? I don't know. You may be, but you know who she is. You know how nasty she is. You looked at the drawers and the bras. You gave her a pass because it was white. Nah, bro, it was tan. And it was dirtier than that, but it was still tan. I don't know. But anyway, look at what we are willing to deal with for our deep, dark secrets. We're willing to deal with Stank Breath Frank. We're willing to deal with Dorleen. Why? Because we don't know ourselves. And until we know ourselves, we can weed things out of our lives that are holding us back. I promise you. If we think about where we wanted to be 3 years ago to today, are we there? If so, how consistent has your life been? Pretty consistent? Cool. Why haven't you gotten to where you need to be? Have you gotten a push from the people around you? Have you had to push for yourself? Not all the time could we say, oh, the people around us. Sometimes we gotta look at ourselves. What am I doing? Again, here I am. I know I got maybe a 16-hour workday. I may see my kids for 3 hours. What time and what benefit am I doing in those 3 hours? And that's if I use the 3 hours to really hone in on what they're doing in their lives. Are we doing that? Probably not. The time that we use when we have the time with these people, it's how valuable. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing during that time? Same thing for my dad. We live in the same city. What were you doing all week? To the point to where it didn't click in your head like, hey, you know what? I got Tuesday off. Let me go ahead and pick up Jody. He never called me that. He called me J-Man. That shit was weird. But, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to anybody named J-Man. It just, for me, I just, wasn't my thing. Badger Criminal Clothing, sponsored again. I had to change, man. That shit was hot. So, boom. Again, what are you doing with your time to the point to where you can't give me that time? Because whatever you're doing in that time is more important than our time. So if you have to wait for the weekend for me, cool. That ain't gonna work. But that's all you got. That's all you got. We can't. Because I find myself doing this too. It's like, dang, I'm working all this time and I'm trying to make money and all that. At some point, now it's like, all right, what am I doing with my money? Am I just doing it to live? Am I doing it to pay bills? Am I doing it to really push myself to go to the next level? Whatever that next level is. Whether it's a car, whether it's, I mean, it could be material. There's nothing wrong with that. Anything that you could say, like, you know what? I still have that from last year, and it isn't clothes. We think, oh, we buy the $16 t-shirt, we won. You only can wear it once. That's a rule I have unwritten. See, brought it back. Jordon'S world, baby. I mean, but anyway, I don't know why I was sitting like that, but anyway, boom. If we know what we want and who we are, it's easier to say, I'm not going to put my time into this, I'm going to put it into that. Or I look at it and say, oh, okay, this plant isn't growing as fast as this. Am I putting more water over here and letting it get sunlight? Or, you know, like, what am I doing to help this grow? You know what I'm saying? So I look at the people around me like, all right, am I helping them grow? Or are they helping me grow? Or am I helping myself grow by being involved in anything? You know what I'm saying? Personal growth is my whole thing with this whole thing. Because I'm learning as I go. I don't really know what I'm going to talk about. I'm just going to go. But anyway, we have Stank Breath Frank in our life. We have a kid. And we have to explain that to ourselves. Because if you were 8 and ended up with 5, then it's unexplainable. Deep, dark secrets. Figure out what that is. I can tell you mine all the time. Again, what are you doing all week? Are you having fun without me? I don't like that. I was playing basketball, somebody busted me in my lip. But anyway, are you having fun without me? And now I realize that you could have fun without me, because that's the time you have for what you want to do. For me, I'm so open with time. Like I don't have too many red shoes in my story to where it's like, oh, I ain't got no red shoes. You know what I'm saying? So time for me is everything. Another deep, dark secret. Time. First place. I want to feel like the one all the time. So when I think about my dad, it's like, dang, if I think about my kids as being like the first priority, and you're not thinking about that, cool. I understand where you are. It's just not for me. But it shows in all your actions. Even if you told me, I love you, but your actions ain't loving me how I need to be loved. Back to helping me how I need to be helped. As simple as a Sprite could put a smile on my face. I'm like Alex now. But even as small as a Sprite could put a smile on my face, but based on what you wanted to do to help me could mess up my smile. You know what I'm saying? So if we think about what's being said and then doing exactly what's being said, then the results should always be the same. If not getting wet in the rain makes you happy, I'm gonna always make sure you have an umbrella. You see? I don't know how much time we've been going on, but it's a part 2. I know I kind of veered off of Dorleen, but I wanted to give you a little bit of that, a little bit of this. So, again, figure out them deep, dark secrets, man. Figure out what you're doing with your time. Time is of an essence. And for me, if you can't give me the time that I could give you, then I have to figure out what to do with my time. You know what I'm saying? Again, I need to figure out what I'm doing with my tools. Pause. You know what I'm saying? It's hot. I don't know how much time. This is probably a short one, but pause on that too. Again, for the advertising, it's not over. I'm just saying, FashionCriminalGoldland.com, all that. Buy the shirt, man. You see it. You see the gear. But yeah, watch out for the Franks and Dorleens, man. They're right there. You've told them so much about you. If someone else knows more about your day than the person that is supposed to know, then there's Frank, there's Dorleen, and they sneak up, man. You don't even know. If you go, hey, did I tell you? Yeah, you probably told Frank. Dorleen knows. Just saying. What else we got? New episodes coming soon, Jordon'S World, episode 17. Man, I'm looking for a manager to put me in places where we can blow this thing up, man. I'm trying to go to the top. You know what I'm saying? Episode 18 is going to come soon. We're on episode 17 right now. We're just moving, man. You see, I keep pumping them out. Pause. I don't give birth, so pumping it out is like one of those things. So, Jordon'S World, episode 17. Bang, bang. Again, this is part 2 of 16. Because I had to merge Dorleen and Frank together so we can know how Frank get down and how Dorleen get down. And then we're going to figure out the next one. But know yourself, know who you're dealing with, know why you're dealing with them, know how much time you got time for. Don't waste time on time you don't have time for. I think that made sense. Jordon'S World, episode 17. All the promotion, charging, you know what I'm saying? See, God. I shouldn't have said that. You know what I mean? For the promotions, man, hit me up on the DMs, emails preferably, but for anyone, Let's go, man. Jordon'S World, episode 17. Bang, bang.
I do this for my culture, penny nickels in the sofa, mommy watching Oprah, daddy in the kitchen with the soda.
Okay, it's wood model for toys, it's not 3, buddy.